Hi everyone, and thanks for joining me on Monsta MTV. Today we're going to talk about when to renovate or when to build new. And many of you are in a situation where you've been saving your money, you've got some plans, you are in an existing property and you've thought about how you want to renovate. You've seen all these great programs on the television on what you want to do, and then you delve into it and you start to look and think about, okay, we want all these niceties, but are we going to get it if we renovate? Or do we demolish and start from new? And can we create what we want from new? And that is when you really are posed with three big questions. You need to really cover this carefully, because sometimes it has merit to stay with a renovation idea, or there is merit in actually going with a new build. So firstly, what changes do you want to make? What is it you want? Okay, it's important to list all those things down and prioritize them from what's most important to the least important, because they will also come down to when you start talking about numbers and dollars. So if you miss a few things, don't be too bothered, because then they are not a priority, but prioritize all of those. And remember, when you're going to spend dollars on a renovation, are you going to get that end result that you really want? That is so important to understand that piece, because without that, you may not get the character home you want. You may not have the dream reno that you thought you were going to get. And that's when you can start to say, well, maybe we can recreate those ideas with a new build. So you've got to work out how many changes are there, and are they the big changes, like are they structural? Because if they are structural changes, that's when the big money comes into play, and that's really where it could force your hand into understanding that maybe a new build could actually cost you the same as a renovate and end up with a better result. So that's the first one. Secondly, budget. You would be shocked and surprised. I know everyone does the budget numbers and they've got their Excel spreadsheet or they've got their pen and paper and they've put it all down. And whenever you are budgeting, there's a rule of thumb to add 10%. I tend to go with 15 to 20 just as a buffer at that planning stage. But some people get their numbers way out. And when you're starting to think about that, you might go down the path and think, well, the renovation will save us money, and you inherit a whole lot of money pit issues, because you've got to work with what you've got, and it's not like that new build. So understand that if you're going to go down the renovation path, you have got to have got the budget piece spot on and work through that, okay, and understand what it is you're going to be working with and where are the actual potential pain points, because they're the traps that a lot of people fall into with a renovation. Thirdly, doesn't matter how good you are, how many television renovation shows you've watched, how much advice you've been given from friends who've been through that experience, get professionals involved, okay? And the big part about that is that even at the stage of understanding whether you should renovate or go the new build, it would pay to invest in getting some professional advice for that piece, to explain to them what it is you want. Articulate your dream, the style that you want, get that through there, because then they can picture what it is you have. And they would have gone down that experience many times as professionals, and whether it would pay to stay with the renovation piece, and approximately how much you'd save on a renovation versus the new build. And perhaps it might not even be a matter of dollars, it might be what you're going to be stuck with if you go down that path. So a professional will always guide you down the path and give you something extra to think about, with a bit of peace of mind there, to understand that your hard-earned dollars are spent correctly. Now, if you'd like, you can get through with our Monsta Pros. We can help you from licenses, permits, the council advice, design, architectural, EPA, the whole lot. But get through that piece, because all these things come up in a renovation experience or a new build, and the Monsta Go-To Pros can help you on a one-on-one basis to help guide you through that stage and put you in a path that's going to leave you with a smooth ride forward. If you'd like to know more details about the Monsta Go-To, please check out our number now, call us, or send us an email, and we're there to help.